This is Crime Cruise, Love Bode Exposed. Saturday on the Love Bode. The podcast that hunts down and tears apart shenanigans on this classic TV show.
I see an awful lot of bodies who really have nothing to be ashamed of.
When laws, morals, and behavior go rogue.
She's a student of marine biology, and I know a lot of Marines who like to study her biology.
We are there.
Saturday on the Love Bode, Julie's game to join an all-male club, but she's shocked at the things they ask her to do.
Now, from Studio 109, welcome aboard.
I think it's time you and I got to know each other better. A man gets very lonely at sea.
Yes, I can imagine.
Well, welcome to Crime Cruise, Love Bode Exposed. I'm your host, Rob Springer, and this
is Charlotte Jones.
And over there in the corner, producer Caleb.
Or PC, as he might be referred to.
Yeah, the corner's doing well. A little cozy this time. I think next episode I'll bring a blanket, maybe take a little nap.
Okay, perfect. I'll put a little teepee around there. We'll have some little boho curtains hanging down.
That'd be awesome.
Welcome to our show. This is episode 4 of season 1, The Love Bode. We're still in the 1978, and we're about dissecting things that are morally ambiguous and just plain wrong.
But sometimes fun. It's like sometimes we throw in clips that are just kind of like lighthearted and a little bit cute. Sometimes the Love Bode is cute.
Agreed. And just so everyone knows the premise, we set the task for producer Caleb to go ahead and watch the 48-minute Love Bode episode, that's minus the commercials from back in the 70s, and take 5 or 6, sometimes 7 or 8 clips that would be questionable as we view them from the position of modern times and looking backwards. What we see is racism, sexism,
every ism.
All of the isms.
Ageism. We see a lot of problems, and we call them on it. And if
nothing's getting by us. Come on now.
And if Aaron Spelling was alive, we'd probably patch him into the show and ask him, grill him.
Yeah.
We'd wonder
Put him on the hot seat.
Yeah.
The hot seat.
I'd charge him a few bucks first.
Right.
Yeah.
So perhaps we just get Tori Spelling.
No, absolutely. Save Donna Martin. Save Donna Martin. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just jump in.
That was for my generation.
Oh,
thank you that's listening.
Hills.
Oh, thank you, Rob.
Beverly Hills 902.
Who does not?
I watched a fair amount of those episodes.
Okay.
Yeah. But now onward. Let's solve the problems of the past.
Yes, because there's nothing we can do about it.
No, but we can take a look and laugh.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to roll the first clip, and here we go.
Hello, we're the Dickersons.
Hello, Julie McCoy. How do you do? I'd like you to meet the Wolves. How do you do?
Good meeting you, Reverend. Gotcha.
Oh, no. Well, I never.
You ought to try it sometime. It's all right, my dear.
Is that dude a real reverend? Like, did that guy literally just shock a man of God?
Well, what we just saw was Milton Berle, an old school comedian from the
Right.
50s, 60s, just do a real creepy, shitty move on a priest where he has a zapper in his hand. He's like, "Hey, Father, shake my hand." And the priest is almost electrocuted, really, I guess you could say. And he laughs. Everyone laughs. It's not funny. And that sort of sets up the premise of this story.
I'm not even religious, but I would never shock her. That's just bad karma all the way around.
You don't shock holy men. And I think
or
that's
anyone, actually, if you want to get right down to it. Not anyone that doesn't want to be tased.
Right,
Do you tase them?
No. I mean, I would even put forth that if there's a shaman who just seems like he's kind of loose and fun.
Dude, if there's even a dude running towards me with a shaved head and an orange robe on, I'm not going to mess with him. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been a homeless dude in Venice. I'm still not going to mess with him.
Did you see any problem with what we just saw,
Caleb?
Bit of a funny guy.
Yeah, I would say so.
But he wasn't really making anyone laugh except himself.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you guys. It was uncalled for to shock this stranger who so happens to be irreverent.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it'd be probably.
Did someone just burp?
No, I got totally. Look, this thing totally hit my ear because I don't know what to do with my head or my arms.
That's fine. We'll learn.
Okay.
If the funny guy actually knew the priest and he zapped him and he knew that's his personality, no issues.
Right.
But if I just walked up to a stranger and just zapped them or pranked them or whatever. It's like those stupid like social experiment pranks on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and all that, where people just like go out in Walmart and just humiliate themselves and the people they're pranking just for views. Like it's embarrassing.
I don't even have TikTok on my phone, but that sounds terrible.
Well, it really does. Let me throw this little bit of 70s trivia your way.
Ooh.
This was, again, Milton Berle, who was an old school comedian. He thought he was hilarious, and maybe in his day some found him that way. I mean, he survived and had a career. There are very few episodes of Saturday Night Live that Lorne Michaels would pledge to never show again. And one of the episodes from the 70s that made him furious was when, for some reason, they decided to let Milton Berle host Saturday Night Live. And he actually would tell corny jokes when he came up and did his monologue, and he would make the audience give him a standing ovation. You can actually go and pull it, I think, on the Peacock Network and watch this, or you could look at these episodes of Saturday Night Live on YouTube and see how horrifyingly bad the episode with Milton Berle was. The guy thought he was funny, but in fact, people were not just really laughing at him, but cringing at him because that was an irreverent show. It still is. So could you imagine a comedian like that going on Saturday Night Live?
I cannot, but I would like for Peacock Plus to send us some money.
Yeah,
since you just gave them a plug.
They are a great network. Do you not have Peacock Plus?
I don't have Peacock Plus.
Oh, I got to share Caleb. I got to get him on my account. He's like my kid anyway. I literally could be his mom. I should just go ahead and share all my streaming services with him. Come on, Caleb. I got you hooked
If my
up.
parents are listening, sorry. You're no longer my parents.
Well, yeah, I got him.
All right, well, here we go. We're going to cue up our next clip. I don't even know what we're about to see.
I don't either.
I mean,
think
I
it's
know
fun.
there is a pleasant surprise coming up in this episode.
How do you know that if you don't know what we're about to see?
I took a quick zip through it.
Oh, see, he was on here
There's
earlier,
a
guys.
huge
Okay.
70s icon.
Oh, I'm ready.
We're about to see. Here we go. 3.
I'm ready.
2.
Love a 70s icon.
Boy, do I hate a sore loser.
Talk about your sore losers. How do you rate a guy who gets revenge for a busted romance by taking cheap shots with his typewriter?
Oh, wait a minute. So that's what you think, huh? Maureen, look, you and I had a good thing going, and we blew it. But I don't let my personal life affect my column.
Well, I made a bit of a mistake. I jumped the gun. That was Bill Bixby, who is not the 70s icon I was thinking we were about to see.
But Bill, we love you anyway.
We love Bill Bixby.
No, Bill send us money also because
Right,
of the
if he's still alive or his estate, someone.
He's not.
Oh,
His
awkward.
estate, I said.
Awkward.
Right, I heard you say that. I will tell you, Bill Bixby was the original Hulk, Incredible Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then he is kind of like a cool dude, right?
Okay.
He's very cool.
Kevin Feige then send us money.
Yeah.
Marvel.
Or anyone else.
Disney, yeah.
Eric Bana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just everyone
Stan
send us
Lee,
money.
who is now not here anymore, but like his estate is around.
Well, it was interesting because in the 70s, they would take Marvel things. They wouldn't even really brand them Marvel, but they would have like Captain America TV movies.
Right.
And they would have this Incredible Hulk show where Bill Bixby, the gentleman we just heard, was Hulk. Now, when he turned into Hulk, it was Lou Ferrigno, a weightlifter from back in the era who they painted green. So it was Bill Bixby.
Are you sure he wasn't actually green? They painted him?
No, he was not green.
Okay, wow. Well, that's a shocker. Just kidding.
Bill Bixby dead. That's not great.
No.
But Lou Ferrigno, very much alive.
Very much so, and thriving, I think.
Is he thriving? Could you check on that?
Could you check if he's thriving?
Yeah, I'll see if he's
Thank you.
Thriving, actually.
No, I like to
Very
think
defined.
of him as thriving.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm not surprised if he is thriving because he was the Hulk.
Was that safe paint they painted him with back in the 70s?
Here's the thing, and everyone already talks about this, but back in the day, I'm not sure, who is it, Mark Ruffalo?
Yes.
I love him.
Lou is thriving. Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno is thriving.
Oh, this makes me so happy.
At the age of 71 and the height of 6'5". He's a tall fella.
Yeah, he
But
is.
He's
looking good.
chilling. He's
Is
chilling.
he married and happy? Like, does he have dogs, property, llamas?
He's got 3 kids. Yeah.
Wow.
He's
Thriving.
And
thriving.
llamas.
I'm sure he's got plenty of llamas.
I really want one.
Well, here's one thing, by the way, before we roll on to the
Okay.
next clip. what was very obvious in the 70s was when Bixby turned into Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk, every bit of his clothes, from socks to shoes, would just rip and tear, and shirt would just...
Shredded. No, it was shredded. It was like Flintstone gear.
Exactly, except the pants.
Yeah.
The pants stayed on, thankfully. Pants stayed on as if they were super stretch material.
But they became like denim shorts.
They shrunk.
Yeah.
Yes. And thank God, by the way. I mean, who wants... Well, who wants to see any of
dude,
that?
he was called the Hulk.
Yeah. So what are you saying exactly?
He needed to keep his pants on.
All right. True. All right. Well, let's roll on to the next clip.
Like, you can't steal kids. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. The Hulk is probably green, too.
All right. Well,
moving on to the next clip.
Okay, next one.
Hey, look. Souvenir, you want to buy souvenir? Souvenir, everybody! Last chance, last opportunity. Mister, look what a beautiful souvenir.
Miss, you better get ashore. We're about ready to shove off.
Already. Gee, time fly. And business is terrible. And I don't know what my family is gonna do.
Well, your family, huh?
Mm-hmm. I help to support all of them.
All of them?
All my brother and sister, 17 of them.
17? What does your father do?
I just told you. Hey, why don't you buy everything and help me out?
it looks like Charo snuck onto the boat and now she's hiding in a
laundry room.
Charo can do anything she wants to, really.
We'll explain who Charo is in just a moment.
Just what I needed, a stowaway.
Stowaway? Stowaway? You need a stowaway? Oh, I'm lucky.
She's kissing the captain.
Please, I'm the captain.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Angelina Patricia Ruiz Inez Lamos. It is A-C-R-I-N. Everybody in Acapulco call me April.
Well, welcome aboard, April.
Thank you.
I mean, why don't we help her out of the laundry?
Yes.
Oh.
Captain is handling Charo.
I'll come back later when you don't have your hands full.
Oh, hands full of a woman.
Okay. What did we just see in your eyes, Charlotte?
Well, one is that Charo came onto the boat and said that she had to support her family. And, like, I feel like it was a little bit of a joke about, like, how big her family was. Like, no one literally, like, 17, come on. And, like, when she made the joke about what her dad does, like, I think that was a little bit of a low blow. But I will say Charo is hot. Like, look at her.
Yeah.
And she is an icon. And if I found her in a laundry basket, I also might pick her up the way the captain picked her up. Do you know what I'm saying? No, look, like she's Charo.
Yeah, I think we all would.
You know what I'm saying? Like what are you going to do? You're not going to put Charo overboard.
No, you want to help her. You want to
help her. You want to save her. She needs help. She, like, you know, right. She has this big family she has to support. You're not just going to put her outside.
No.
Caleb,
have you ever heard of Charo before tonight?
No, this is the first time. Yeah.
My fun cousin Winnie sat beside Charo on a flight once. I'm not sure how many hours it was, but it was long enough for them to have a very good time. And my cousin loves her.
Wow.
Yeah.
When? What year?
This was like in the 80s.
Okay.
Like the fun times to fly on an airplane when there was like a smoking section in the back that like really didn't matter because you still like got all the smoke to the front.
Trains,
you know what I'm saying?
The planes, they all had.
It was like literally I'm sitting in row 35F and the person in 36 is smoking. You got it.
Yeah, Charo, blonde, maybe 5'2", tops.
That's generous.
Right, 5 foot. She's 5 foot. She's busty.
She's wonderful.
Yeah, she's a pretty lady, and she's adorable. And I think producer Caleb knows the question that may be coming his way. Let's just say it is Charo still alive?
Yes, of course she is.
She is.
She is, and she's 5'4".
Oh my, that's a lie. That's LA height requirements. That is like given to like IMDb by like her agent. I guarantee you, I know these things.
Right.
They are lying by 3.5 inches.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In high heels, it probably.
They're lying by 3.5 inches.
I do want to mention that when she said her full Spanish name, it reminded me of Sweet Life on Deck or with Zach and Cody from Disney Channel.
Nope.
I don't know if they stole this line,
right?
But there's another Hispanic character on that show,
yeah,
and his name is also like 20 characters long, 20 names long.
Yeah.
And it's a whole comedic bit where he just rambles on about his full name. So I don't know if Disney stole that from this, or if it's just a cheesy, easy joke.
Yeah, I think it's an easy punch. It's an easy joke. Yeah, exactly, Caleb. Low-hanging fruit.
Is that something that is bad these days, Charlotte? That kind of humor.
Am I the liberal on board here?
Kind of.
I don't. I think so. I mean, I feel like I don't know. This shit is so hard these days.
Right,
I don't even know because I don't know what's going on. It's literally like who knows what to do these days. It's wrong on someone's going to be offended. It doesn't matter what you do. I mean, I probably offend people walking outside my front door every day.
Does she?
Yeah, probably.
Don't know where she lives, so I can't.
He's never seen me come outside my front door. But let's just say maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
She'd be protests up and down my neighborhood.
We'll be right back with more Love Bode Exposed. Go to loveboatexposed.com to send us a message, leave a voicemail, or learn more about the show and our team. Who knows? You might just be invited to the captain's table.
It's a pleasure to welcome you aboard. I'm speaking for my entire crew.
Well, back to the show.
Yes,
Here
let's
we
do
go.
it.
3,
Love
2,
Bode. Let's go.
and 1. Gopher's in bed.
Heartbreak
In
Hotel.
his undies.
If you're a blonde, I'm available.
Oh, wow.
If I'm bald.
Captain's calling.
Sir, Captain. Hi.
Come to my quarters immediately. I have a young woman I want you to take to see Dr. Bricker.
Oh, he'll like that.
On the double.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm the double.
The doctor's going to love that you're bringing him a young lady to examine. He's already examined a playmate a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that?
What was it? Little Shop of Horrors. This reminds me of.
Little shop.
Right, where the doc is like this insatiable woman-eating plant where everyone around it must keep bringing it food.
Yeah.
It's almost like Dr. Bricker, as the captain would say.
Kayla, what did you say?
I want to apologize for anyone who's watching the video because jump scare of a man in his underwear.
It's a scary scene.
You probably weren't expecting that. Neither.
I think he has some banana shorts on. Is that what you call those?
Or like booty
Is that called a banana
shorts,
shorts?
So,
Yeah.
I just thought it was just in his whitey tighties. Like,
I think those are some banana shorts. I'm going to put that on record.
it was terrifying. What the audio audience, of course, did not see. I'll say it one last time because we all had to deal with it here in the studios. Was I think the actor's Fred Grandy, yeoman purser. His name is Gopher on the show, and he's
Rob knows these things, not me.
Sprawled out on a bed in these tighty shorts, and it's all ready for action. Then the captain calls him, "Gopher, come to me with the young lady Charo." And then, well, let's just see.
He just left his quarters without even putting pants on. So I'm still on the assumption he's in his whitey tighties,
Or something. I
just
hope he put
going
on
for
something.
it.
Yeah, let's hope we don't see that again, and we'll roll into the next clip.
Hi, Doc. This is April.
Wow.
Oh.
I can't wait to see the rest of the year.
Oh, Jesus. He's the doctor.
That seems to be the problem.
My stomach is feel like a roller coaster. It go up, it go down, it go up, it go down, it go up and down.
Yeah. What you need is something for seasickness.
I already got seasickness. What I want is something to make it stop.
Well, a funny patient.
That's why we brought her to a joke doctor.
Take these.
What is this?
Looks like pills to me. Take them. I'll go back to your stateroom and lie down.
Doc, this is her stateroom. April's a stowaway, and Captain Stubing wants her kept here.
You mean he wants her kept here?
As a hostage.
Sex slave.
Kidnapping.
Human trafficking.
Crazy crowd.
Doc, remember,
They don't seem
She's in your
disappointed.
hands.
No.
Just like Allstate.
I didn't say good hands.
Okay, so let's get together. We'll have lunch.
He throws Gopher out.
Hi.
Well, the doctor does not seem to be at all disturbed that a hot chick was just delivered to his room on a platter.
No.
I think he even mentioned like Allstate is in your hands or good hands. Allstate sent us some money too.
Right.
But that guy is really, that was really messed up.
Well, Gopher's like, she's in good hands, and the doc is like, I don't know how good these hands are, but yeah, Caleb.
It gets so much worse than when you think about it, because he's like, oh, take these pills, it's probably going to knock you out.
What? There's no label on the pills, by the way. There's literally no, he literally hands her like, look, I've taken many pills that people have handed me, like with no label, but literally this is a doctor.
Right.
It's like, just take them.
How is he a doctor? That's my question.
But the dude literally said, I brought you to a joke doctor. I'm not even making it up. Those were the words that were in the dialogue.
Right. And there were also some subtle script things. Like, my stomach goes up and down and up and down. And it's just making the doctor crazy.
Dude, my stomach went up and down looking at that freaking clip. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yes.
Come on.
But, like, just the assumption that, these pills that are going to help you with seasickness, you take him to your room. Oh, this is your room, and you're gonna fall asleep with these pills that I'm prescribing you.
Yeah.
And
then he shuts the door and he's like, "Hi,
I'm gonna throw up."
And he pushes Gopher out, and he says, 3 is a crowd. Yeah, that's what he said. So
that's not what John Ritter would say.
No, 3
is not a
company.
Crowd. It is company.
On to the next scene.
Oh, yeah, I hear we got a stowaway. You ought to see her. Tell me about her.
Will you two quit carrying on? She's a very sweet, innocent girl.
If she hangs around Doc long enough, she won't be. She's staying in Doc's cabin. The dog, I love it.
Julie literally looked terrified at the end of that scene. She was like, he is staying with Doc. Oh, well, if she's staying with Doc, she won't be innocent much longer. Like, what?
Well, Julie looked terrified. She was very wide-eyed.
Yeah, because they said she was with Doc.
I should say, though, that I don't think Julie has any room to speak because she was so googly eyes over the last episode over this
Mr. Right
random worker guy on
episode 3.
Episode 3, yeah. Listen to it. And now she's like, what? No, this is Julie, you were doing the same thing last episode. What are you talking about? I'm not saying it's right, but it's like, Julie, it's not a one-way street.
Don't call kettle black, Jewel.
Well, there's 2 different things in play. First of all, you're correct. Charo, potentially innocent, just from another culture, just trying to make a buck, really, for her family, a large family. Julie was just very much on another track. But Julie is now in episode 4 here, looking out for the innocent. And I like that. And let's see where that goes, I guess.
Doc?
I can't discuss this with you, John, although I know how much it means to you. What you just heard was privileged communication.
I want to tell her, Doc.
You never heard that conversation.
You can't go by the book on this one. You've known her for 4 days. I've known her for 4 years. I love her, and I think that I should be the one to tell her.
No.
Please, Doc. Please.
I just threw the book away.
Thank you.
Well, we all got caught up in Charo and some of the other things going on. Gopher in bed.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. It's scarred into
lest
my
we
mind.
forget the lesser of the moral dilemmas on this episode, where Bill Bixby didn't like his former, was it his girlfriend?
They were together at some point. She was a tennis star.
Right.
I remember.
And now she's in a wheelchair, and they had this sort of tension-filled relationship, but they really, under everything, like each other. And we find out that she may be forever paralyzed. And now what we just heard is we're in the doc's office, and the doc decides to break what we would now call HIPAA laws.
Yeah.
And share confidential medical information. And the doc's like, the hell with it. Go ahead and tell her. I'm giving you the rights to her medical history.
But like on the flip side, I think I'd rather hear it from somebody like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I might rather hear it from somebody I had a relationship with than like a doctor on a cruise ship.
Sure. I mean,
who's also a joke of a doctor, literally. Let's get back to the deal. Like, he's a joke of a doctor.
You're correct.
I hate this doctor. Like, I mean, I've only seen a couple of
has very strong feelings.
I just do not like this guy whatsoever. I would not trust him around anyone.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the doc is played by a 70s character actor by the name of Bernie Capel. And I know he was in a lot of other things, but I remember him from Get Smart with Don Adams. And he played, I think, the lead of the bad guy organization, Chaos. And Bernie Capel played like a German spy or something.
But Get Smart was like turned into a movie, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay.
After the show ended,
That's what
I think 10 years or so later.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's head towards the finish line of this episode and see where it leads us.
April.
Do I have to go now, Capitan?
Right, you have to go now.
I'm going to jail?
No, to work.
To work. Are you going to put me in the change gang?
No, we're putting you on the crew list.
The crew list?
Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean? That I had to roll this thing?
No, you don't have to roll this thing. I've arranged for April to work for the Princess Lines as an entertainer on another ship. Now,
Oh, Capitan, you saved my life. I love you so much.
Well, one of the scenes we cut out because this show would go on forever was that Charo plays the guitar and sings, and they let her do that during one of the dinners or nightclub scenes on the Pacific Princess, and that earned her a place to be with the cruise line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is happy. I love that for Charo.
It's for her family. It's for her ego. But really, I think it's for her family because she has a large family. Mm-hmm. Yeah, really.
But I think it's really for her, too. Mm-hmm. Like, I like that it ended this way for her.
Me too. And what it did was set up more appearances by Charo in the future, which are fun. It's a fun sort of lightness.
Well, she's Charo. How can you not be fun if your freaking name is Charo?
I'm not questioning it, Charlotte.
I mean, right?
I'm a Charo fan.
I mean, I'm almost a Charo myself.
The names are similar.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you do the little wiggle thing?
I mean, I could. If it would get me a job on a cruise ship.
Right.
Like singing and dancing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think I might too.
Maybe examined by a doctor. I might do a little ching, 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 ching.
That doctor?
No.
Get away.
No, he's a bad doctor.
Run for the hills.
He's a joke of a doctor.
All right. Well, any last thoughts on this episode? Caleb?
The unfortunate thing nowadays, well, there's pros and cons to it, but this situation wouldn't slide in today's world. Like if I stowed away on a cruise and I made a stellar performance, they wouldn't be like, hey, we're offering you a job. Even though you're a stowaway, you broke some laws, you're not even from this country. Like, I don't know, we don't know anything about you, but hey, here's a job. Like, that wouldn't fly in today's society. So happy that she had a happy ending. But if this was in 2023, her happy ending's in jail.
Yes.
Insightful.
Well, I mean, the cruise ship has literally zero security when people come on board. Yeah. I mean, look at the first episode. Literally, the dude had a shirt on that said hired killer.
Jimmy J.J. Walker.
Yeah, I might get a t-shirt made that says hired killer and see if I can get into anywhere. I'm just going to like test it out.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Hey, let's say we get some of those shirts for one of our future episodes.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
All right. Well, that's the end of episode 4. We'll be back next week.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, things get a little more crazy.
Okay.
Always.
It's easy to say.
Well, like this podcast, share it with friends. You know?
Yes, of course.
Get the whole shebang. Word out. Let people know how awesome this is. The best podcast in the world.
Caleb, thank you.
Thank
Producer
you.
Caleb.
Thank you. He's now our agent.
Yes. Agent Caleb, thank you, kind
Thank you.
sir.
You're sailing away, but we will be back with a new episode of Crime Cruise, Love Bode Exposed. Make sure to subscribe. We're on all your favorite podcast platforms. And connect with us at loveboatexposed.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, but I have duties on the bridge. Good evening.